Okay, here we are. We're at Greg's cottage. Just getting off his boat or off his dock. And we're going to go look at something that Greg, Melanie saw when they were here last time, which was about a week ago. And we've now returned a week later. We're going to go look. But just going to keep this video going for a moment because it's going to allow us to show you the distance away from the cottage it is. So Greg, when you were here last week, did you just like go out there for the hell of it, like on a walk, and just stumbled across it?
Yes.
Okay. Was it just you, or was it all four of you guys at the time?
A few of us.
Okay. So this is a trail that Greg and Melanie have created over the years. You can see it's pretty dense. You can see here we've got a fallen tree.
All right.
Which way do we go around this?
I think you're right. I don't know.
Not like last time there was a... Oh, we missed the trail. We missed the new trail.
Yeah.
Big mama tree fell.
Sasquatch knocked this tree over.
Yeah, Sasquatch took this tree down. It's no joke.
Saw him do it.
It must have been a big Sasquatch.
He's big. Took him a couple runs.
Okay, I'm gonna... Alright, we'll be there shortly. So we're still moving along. Oh, I think I missed the cutoff. Go ahead, Greg.
Okay.
So the other thing that Greg was mentioning with last weekend was that it was in the middle of the night. They decided to come out to this area that we're about to look at. And something kind of splashed into the water. And Greg said he shone his light and you could see some ripples after this thing breached the surface at one point. So that only happened when Melanie walked out here, or actually she kayaked out here, right, Greg?
That's right.
Yeah, so she kayaked out here. So it's only maybe a couple hundred meters, I would think. But so where we are now is around the cottage, around the corner from his cottage. There's a bog. It leads to like a marsh and into these wetlands. And you can see this is kind of the end of the lake right through here where I'm filming. Let's just show you. So the lake opens up over there, which is where his cottage is, way back down there. And in here, it just turns into a marsh. All right, so as we walk around in the corner, this is where it was first noticed. Now I'm gonna just come in on it. What it is it's kind of a large pile of freshly broken leaves, or green evergreens. And what you gotta look at are the ends of these things. These have not been gnawed off by a beaver. They have not been sawed. These things have been ripped off, whatever. And these boughs have been piled up. And what I think is really important to notice here is, look at where this location of this is. That drops down about 20-25 feet into a lower level that runs away from here. And if you turn kind of behind this, let's call it a nest area, you've got nothing behind you but water. So it's a very safe place for something to sit and observe everything below. But now, let's go down, Greg, come on. We're gonna go down to below here because I spotted something when we first checked this out yesterday. Greg, come, I wanna show you. So, you can see down here a very large, what looks like top of a tree.
It fell from this tree.
Which Greg thinks fell from this tree, but
Could fall in from
It may or may not have, and maybe it is deadfall, but that's a fresh break. So if it's deadfall, it's fresh, and you can see there's a piece of it that had gone flying over there at some point, maybe from the fall. But what I think is important to look at here, there's two things. Look at all the branch breaks. They look just like the stuff that I showed you back up the hill right there where Greg is, right behind Greg. And then look below.
Like that.
Now, but look at the, well, look down here now, Greg. Look at the way.
Like everything looks like that. Every fall looks like
This looks like something was stripped here, because this is all full of green stuff, which could have come from, well, let me see. No, it's not. Look, I don't see, like below this tree, there's nothing. It's only here, and I know the sign because I've taken down trees before and processed them for firewood. This is the mess it makes. Anyways, Greg and I have a nice argumentative conversation going on about this. He's the critic, and I'm cool with that. But look at that blind. It's like a blind that he created, that whatever this thing was created. And what Greg said was last week, it was much greener and fuller and fresher. So, you know, now you can see that it's still green, but, and that's an interesting point. He said that his dog, who is like got that bloodhound kind of thing going on in him, he didn't really give notice to this when he was by here. Didn't even go up to smell it, was unfazed. So take that what you will. It's interesting for sure. But what I also noticed here was these things weren't just piled down. I did notice there was a kind of a weaving going on. Things were underneath other things. So it really does look like whatever this was either creating a blind, which I've never seen before, or he was in the process of creating a nest. And maybe he got distracted or interrupted when Greg and Melanie and the gang came up for the first time for the spring. All right, there you have it, people.